This is me, this is the track, and this is me on both qualifying laps. Welcome to Road America in the rain. Now that you got all of your laps out of the way, welcome to what is the first ever race that I've ever done or tried to do in the rain at Road Atlanta here. Coming into turn one is going to be a disaster as expected, as the cars to our right here decide that we're not going to turn. What it looks like is car number 5 tries to sneak in, doesn't realize there's another car there, hits number 16 it looked like, gets spun around and spins everybody around and makes it a mess. And as we come through here, we're on our brakes as hard as we can be, but you know with rain, you stopping is not going to happen. But we are not quite out of the woods, or the people ahead aren't quite out of the woods yet. Car number 2 and car number 17, holy smokes, figure out English, bud. They're going to go too wide. Number 2 punts number 17 right off the track. That just goes to show that even though you managed to miss the corner 1 wreck, you are still susceptible to all other wrecks on the track. So as you saw there, the car in front went ahead and decided to drive off the track as well. That was a very tricky corner because there was a little water on the inside that would suck the car out to the left. It makes no sense how it works, but that's how physics are. Coming up into corner number 5 here, only thing I'm worried about is trying to find where the wet line is actually at, and it's kind of out on the right hand side of that corner, so you don't want to be cutting it. And the same thing coming up into turn 6 here. I'm just hoping not to get punted from behind because there's a lot of water sitting on those inner curbings that you're going to want to stay off of. Otherwise, it just takes your car. Same thing coming around this corner, staying off of those puddles. And you'll see up here in the front, they managed to start wrecking. I can see it, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing. So I'm just kind of slowing down, letting this guy figure out what he's going to be doing here. He manages to get it back onto the track with little to no time lost on our end. I did attempt to try an inside line here on the carousel. That is a terrible line because it pushes you all the way around. The second you hit that water on the inside, it's gonna slow you down or push you out towards where that car just passed me at. So your line's gonna be on the outside of the carousel, to which, you know, I had to figure that out in race here because, as I stated before, this is the first ever race that I have done in the rain. I wouldn't even say accidentally. I queued up the race, or however you want to say it, started up the race, and it said it was supposed to be foggy. And as you saw there, I pushed out a little wide. It was a little foggy is what it said for the race. It did not say anything about it raining or anything like that. We got into the qualifying laps, and I realized that it had rained. So you are witnessing my first time ever in iRacing history that I have been racing that I've raced on the rain, or on a wet track. So this is a little annoying for me because I was hoping to jump in on a race and be able to just run through it and not have any problems and get some good content. But honestly, this was better content than what I ever thought I was going to get because of the rain, because it was the first time I've ever done it. So coming up into corner 1 here, we're going to be trying to place our tire on the inner portion of the turn, staying off of that water. And as you'll see here, you hit that curbing and you keep going, like this white car on the right hand side. I believe it is Brandon. Yeah, he got on that curbing, got stuck in the grass, and if you get off of it too fast, it will literally throw you in whatever direction, and you better be ready to catch the wheel, otherwise you're gonna be screwed. Coming up on the corner number 8 here, the number 22 car gets a little loose in the water. Brakes don't quite work. Turns around the number 5 car and just kind of sits there, so he starts bottlenecking the cars around. Luckily, he gets going fast enough to where we catch up here and get by him. We managed to hold the outside line around the number 22, it looks like. That is the car that just wrecked out. We held the line around the outside, which proved to be the quickest line, kept the water off the inside. Coming into corner number 11, I believe. Let me look at my cheat sheet. Yes, corner number 11, the kink. And as we come through the kink, this is what's happening in front of us. We're playing a little bit of ping pong up in the front, and the 7 just beats around the 18 car here and sends him directly into the wall. We managed to get by him, picked up that position again, coming into the last corner leading up to lap number 3. Coming into corner 3, lap 3, we get a little bit, let's call it loose. Hit the water on the inside, middle of the track, whatever you want to call it, and it full sends us out. So we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5, car number 11 passing us for the 5th position. So have no fear. Rain is here. We're bound to pick up some more spots as you look ahead here into lap number, you mean corner number 8. He decides to spin out number 7. He does exit the track as we come by. He must have had enough damage from Raj there. So he went ahead and exited the track. And that is going to be a common occurrence here. People just don't know how to slow down or figure out their life and just drive the car nicely. And that's part of the problem. Sometimes you just got to sit back, let your car do the work, figure out what lines you want to race. Fast always isn't fast. I mean, I'm going to pick up a whole heck of a lot of positions here simply from driving the car straight, keeping it out of the puddles, keeping it out of the back end of other cars, etc., etc. Skipping ahead a couple laps here, number 22 coming around the carousel, getting pushed a little bit by car number 11, staying down into that water. Should not be in that water at all. He pays the price here. He manages somehow to save that. That is one of the nicest saves or craziest saves I've seen, but it is going to allow us to come on the inside of his car and gain back that position, putting us back into P13. I am going to defend the line a little bit here, coming on to the inside of the track. Just to secure the line here so he doesn't have a chance to get back and drop down on the inside. Coming up to corner number 1, lap number 6. He is probably trying to fight back for his position here, misses his brakes, I think, gets into the water and clips my rear end. I had some choice words for him at that point because he gave me a 9X. And looking over this, even though I had a 9X, I probably should learn to be a little more accepting because we are on water. I made errors. I gave up positions. I am in the P13 because I caused myself to be in P13.
Thanks for the 4X, though. I
but
appreciate it.
There comes a point where you need to realize that sometimes shit just happens. It is what it is. It's at the end of the game, it's a simulator or a quote unquote video game. Shit happens. It is what it is. It has no meaning to what's actually going on with your life. iRating's not going to change anything. So for the next few laps here, we are going to follow Christopher, and he proves to be a pretty good racer, clean. We didn't have a whole lot of battles here with him, but we followed most of his lines to keep pace with him. And he accidentally does something pretty stupid coming up on lap number 8. I promise we did change laps here. We are on lap 8. He gets a little loose, sends it off into the dirt. We're there to capitalize on that position. I'm trying to get over as fast as I can. I just don't want to slide. And then coming through the carousel, we did gain that position. But what you can't see is happening in front, coming out of the carousel. That is going to help us immensely. Car number 1, we're chasing here, following Raj and whoever this is up in front. I can't see the car number. Raj pushes a little wide and clips the back end of that car, sending the one car into the wall. Both him and Raj did go ahead and spin out. So us coming through the carousel here had to kind of play a game of, are we going to go outside or are we going to go inside? Because both of them re-entered the track kind of like assholes, to be honest with you. Just were pulled to the side and noticed on their relative that we were coming up. But that does gain us 2 more positions. So we are up into P10 at this point. And coming around the final corner on lap number 12, the final lap, we are going to maintain our P10 here. Spencer stayed off of our back. We did gain a little time on him. I think he got a loose into a couple corners here. But for our first ever iRacing rain race and capitalizing on some wrecks, we did pretty good to my expectations, especially in the top split. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the results. Looking at the results here, even with our 9X, we did lose only 0.09 safety rating. We did gain 21 iRating. We did end up finishing P10. Looks like we started P14. We were car number 9 in this race in the top split, so we did have to prove something. That way we did gain safety rating. So that is race number 1 at Road Atlanta. Let's see if we accidentally did another rain race. Coming into race number 2, congratulations. If you guessed that we did not race in the rain again, you were correct. We did get a decent start comparably to what we had last race in the rain as far as our takeoff. We maintained our P5 position. We qualified pretty decent. It was like a 108 flat, some 108.2. I can't remember what it was. Decent for me, pace-wise anyways. We were going to try and send it up on Rui here, or however you pronounce his name. Decided better of it. and went ahead and just continued to stay behind him. I was thinking coming around corner 3 here that I was possibly gonna try to send it to the inside on him, but we didn't manage to even get close enough to be able to send it. And as you'll see here, Raj behind us got a better run out of corner 3, so he was going to be on our inside here. Raj is very aggressive, so I didn't battle him for the spot because I didn't want to be taken out. We had lost enough safety ratings so far this week on Road America. It is what it is for the safety rating. I have gained I rating and everything, so we are ahead at the end of the day. I don't really care too much about the safety rating as long as I don't drop out of D-Class. Switching ahead to lap number 2 here, somebody forgets their brakes and just completely biffs it off the edge of the track. Raj and I kind of had a little chuckle back and forth about him just not even hitting his brakes. I told Raj, I said, I really hope that his brake disconnected because that was a little goofy. I'm guessing he just missed his line, but it is what it is. Skipping ahead here to lap number 3. We are going to go around the carousel and also forget how to use our brake, and we are going to send it off the track, allowing 1, 2, I believe 2 cars pass us here. Yep, the Mario comes around us here at the edge of the carousel. That is one mistake that I did not make again this week. I don't know how I managed to drive it off the track, but I managed. So we're going to be pushing Chuck here. I didn't mean to make a send like this, but I missed my braking line, so I figured, fuck it. We sent it on the inside. I did apologize to him because I definitely did not mean to be that aggressive. I did get the car stopped, which is good, but I never want to race people dirty like that. But at the end of the day, I did get the job done and got past him. We're going to go ahead and skip ahead to lap number 9 here, and I do apologize. There is not much going on in this race. There was pretty much standstill. As you see here, he got booted off the track. Raj pushed him out so wide that he had to be in that grass, and unfortunately it looks like his brakes locked up. So this race is pretty boring as far as a spectator view here, so that's why we're just kind of skipping ahead. But we are coming around. I think this is corner number 8. We are going to pick up another freebie here. Dayton, unfortunately, he was running P2, I believe, at the time. He just missed the corner. So we're going to round out the race here on lap number 12, and we are going to hold the P4 position the entire race. Nothing really crazy, like I said, happened. It was just a clean race at the end of the day, and we managed to just kind of stay in a line, not a whole lot of movement, but I was car number 2, so I wanted to make sure that I did get up in the top spots here. So as we round this out, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the results. Looking at the race results here, we did gain safety rating and we did gain I rating. 55 is quite good for me. This was second split. We did manage to actually not get into the top split, which was nice. So we were able to compete with people here. So we averaged, or our best lap was a 208.272. Not terrible. I'd like to be down into the 207s, to be honest with you, but I just don't have enough time to practice enough to get down into the 207. So I hope you guys did enjoy this week's video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.